The pizza bagels are hot and we are not. This is episode 257. This is Rick. This is Mike. I'm Bryce. And we are here live right now on Twitch. If you guys have been here before, you know the drill. We come and stream to you live every Saturday or Sunday at some point on the fucking weekend. I don't know. And you can watch us live on Twitch if you catch us. And if you don't, then we put up the full audio every Tuesday. Except this past week, we didn't. I think it went up on Wednesday. But generally, it's going to be every Tuesday. Generally, this is what's going to happen. On top of the audio, on Tuesday, there will also be a video clip of the show, along with Wednesday. And Thursday, there will also be a video clip, sometimes two, until on Friday. The whole fucking video will be put up for your enjoyment. And you can watch us be stupid.
Would you say it's the whole fucking show?
It's the whole fucking show.
I thought it was the whole motherfucking show.
It's the whole fucking show.
I thought you
Every
said the whole
Friday.
motherfucking show.
I don't
Or
know.
was it fucking show?
Sometimes I think
don't
at some point I just throw a fuck in there. You know?
Yeah, there just has to be that.
You just
fuck.
gotta throw in a fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's what you do.
You have to give a fuck.
Yeah. So this is the second show of the year and we're all three together.
Yep.
So far the streak is still alive. Will it be alive next week? Well, you know what? Nobody knows.
I don't think so.
Okay, so apparently it's not gonna.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Michaela has a cheer competition.
All right. Well, next week you're probably gonna just see us then. So there you go.
Nothing important will happen next week. Sorry.
Oh.
What's the biggest news? coming
Tune in
out?
and find out.
There you go.
Tune in and find out.
Nice teaser for you.
Yeah.
So boys, how's everybody?
Good.
Doing
Good.
good.
So let's talk about Zelda Breath of the Wild. Rick, have you done anything yet?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
No.
So we were having a discussion in the car, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I've unlocked all but 2 areas of the map, through towers. One because I just haven't got there yet, and the other because the tower is in the middle of water with a bunch of electric things in the water, plus the little wizards and stuff.
Oh god, I think I
So-
did that one. That one sucks.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, been there?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
The electric person and like.
Well, those guys are all over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this is specifically in a tower, and then like there's nowhere
In
to
the
fly.
middle of the water.
Yeah, there's
I think
nowhere
I've
to
been
fly
there.
from,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I've been-
I couldn't fly to it.
It's a
And
bitch.
so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip it. I'll come back to that when I have more arrows and I have more ammo and more
Yeah.
shit. So
That's the
I
beauty of the game.
just skipped it, and I ended up finding a couple shrines on the way to my next destination, and ended up in Rito Village. And I was telling Rick, I was like, dude, like you get the quest to go to Kakariko Village.
Yeah.
So, and I said, all you got to do is, if it didn't automatically do it, which it should have, unless you picked up a side quest after, then it'll completely turn it off.
Yeah.
Just track the quest, and it shows you on the map where the village is. And then just do what I did and Skyrim your ass over the mountains to that village.
Well, it's like Rick in the action guide. It's like, dude, just press pause. It's all right there. If you hit pause, like that's where your items are and your food and everything you put up, including your quest log.
It was like a revelation for me. It was like, what? You have to show me that because I can't find the fucking village. I was like, yeah, dude, just track the quest.
See, it's just like you set a waypoint and then you just cruise on
Like,
over,
yeah,
right
I
down
know
the
the
right
waypoints.
down
Right.
the middle lane, dude,
Yeah.
and you'll be right there.
But yeah, man, like, I was telling you, and I told Rick this in the car too, like, when I finally did the first dungeon, if you will.
Yeah.
I did the water dungeon.
Yeah.
Which
Me
is
too,
basically
me too.
that. It's one of the first divine beasts, or not one of the first, just four
However
divine
you hit
beasts.
it.
However you get it. It's for me, it was the first. And there was about 4 hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours, where that quest line where I met the first Zora, telling me to go meet the prince, and it took me about an hour to get up to there because I got sidetracked
I
a
know,
little
dude.
bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it's fantastic.
but for about 5 hours, it felt like a fucking Zelda game. It felt like the Zelda game I want.
yeah.
And I just, I guess my one gripe is they went too big and too open, and it feels too sparse when you come across things.
Sometimes, yeah, it can, for sure.
And then it may just be the way I'm not taking the main roads. I'm purposely going straight line, the shortest distance is a straight line.
Could be that too.
So it could be that, but I mean, if you didn't want me to climb over the mountains, you shouldn't have let me climb over the fucking mountains, you know?
It's just, I hear you on that, and I hope, for me, I feel like every time I feel like that the world is, I'm like, nothing's happening, something then suddenly happens. Like, at the moment where I'm like, okay, I feel like I've been going for too long.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I just like how big it is. Like, I like that part of it.
I like that too if there was more,
Hello,
In
deer
it.
stabber.
you know?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I definitely think it could use more.
Yeah.
But from my experience, I
Right.
feel like as soon as I feel like I'm like not much is happening, suddenly something does.
Right.
Have you I don't want to spoil it.
Have I?
Have you seen something like flying around randomly in the sky yet?
Well, so I saw a spoilers if you don't want to know the shit.
Okay.
I saw a green dragon
Okay, that's what I was asking you exactly.
just flying over a bridge. I told you about that already, I think.
I don't know if you told
Yeah.
me.
I
I knew
was-
it existed.
And then right after that, I crossed that bridge into the desert when I encountered my first divine beast. When they were like, "Oh, this has been stomping around the desert," but I didn't do that quest
Okay.
line. I didn't do that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw the green dragon flying over the bridge
Okay.
and going around. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it not in that area though. I saw
Oh,
it
you
in
did?
somewhere else entirely. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's just
Oh, okay.
I had heard rumblings of it. That I'm like, oh, there's something, and then I'm like, what the fuck is that? And that's the thing about the game that I think is amazing. I'm just like, holy shit! Like, still just like discovering stuff around every corner.
I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, a dragon. Like, but it didn't catch me off guard because like I said, it's obvious the influences for this game were Skyrim and Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And the first time you play Dark Souls and the first time you encounter a dragon in Dark Souls, just out of nowhere, it's like, oh fuck, there's a dragon here and it's funny because I encountered this dragon the same way it happens in Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, it's a guided, it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
And this one just happened to be crossing that long bridge over the water to go to the desert. But in Dark Souls, you come up and you fucking encounter this dragon on a bridge, and it's just sitting there, and you're like, all right, it's just chilling, and you slowly walk across the bridge, and when you get too far, it rears up, and then fire on your ass if you don't get back fast enough or out of the way. And so when I encountered the dragon in Breath of the Wild, it was super similar. So I didn't have that shock moment of like, oh fuck, there's a dragon. And I know people have had that moment with Zelda, but it seemed very, not coincidence. Like you just said, it seemed very like that's the way it was gonna happen. And that's cool that you saw it somewhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Somewhere else entirely. As long as we're on it, I think we should just kick off with video games.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
You just mentioned Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So the Nintendo Direct happened.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Direct first, or so the Dark Souls thing is not just Switch; it's on everything, and it's a remaster of Dark Souls. I'm excited to see how that looks and what they've done to it.
Yeah.
But I was telling Bryce that's probably a game I'll end up getting if I get it because I really enjoyed that first one and I busted a Rick on that one. I did about 25-30 hours of that game and did absolutely nothing except farm souls and upgrade my weapons, and then I was overpowered for the area I was in, so it felt really good just slicing through people.
Yeah.
And did a bunch of mini bosses and stuff like that and things of that nature. I did one major boss in Dark Souls, but it was like 30 hours and I didn't do anything. And I remember telling you, this is like pizza. Ooh, nice. Thank you. I remember even telling you, I was like, it's hilarious because I remember this
Dear
specifically.
Stabber, thank you for following.
I go, Bryce, this is what the next Zelda game should be. I distinctly remember telling you that it should be like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
This would be awesome. This is like a modern take on a Zelda game where there's no direction. There's no one telling you where to go. You just encounter shit and you gotta explore and you find stuff.
Yep.
And they purposely made it obtuse, similar to the way they made Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited about the remaster. I'll probably get that, but I also was forwarded a link by Ben, and apparently they already did a remaster of 2 and put it on PS4 and Xbox One, and 3 came out on PS4 and Xbox One. They're doing a Dark Souls trilogy box set.
Oh, are they?
For PS4 and Xbox One.
That's cool.
I think it'd be cool to get Dark Souls 2 and 3 on Switch. That would be cool for Nintendo, but I think let's see.
I'm kind of considering getting that for the Switch.
On Switch? Yeah. It's a fun game.
Because I've heard so much about that game. Like, it's fun, and it's like... And then plus everything you've talked about it. And like I think I watched PewDiePie play it, getting really frustrated with it. And it looks like a frustrated game. Is that the right game I'm thinking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's something I think I definitely want to play too, just because, I mean, I really like what I played of Bloodborne, and I know it's like the same, it's
the same studio.
From Software.
Right. Well, it's actually the same development team that did Dark Souls 1 did Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 2
that's cool.
and Dark Souls 3 were a smaller group of people from that studio, but the director of Demon Souls and Dark Souls was the director of Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that they're doing a remastered of it.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I
Did that come out on the PS3? Or?
yeah, PS3.
Okay.
And Dark Souls 2 was also PS3, and then they did a HD remaster, or fucking upscaling for PS4 and Xbox One, and then Dark Souls 3 came out on. Dark Souls 2 was okay. I enjoyed it, but it didn't have the same hooks for me that the first one did. And like, there's that whole theory, the Mario Kart theory. Your first Mario Kart's always going to be your favorite Mario Kart. Like, I feel that way about the Souls games. I really enjoyed Bloodborne.
Watched Bloodborne be that for me then.
And I played some Demon Souls after I played Dark Souls because it went free on Plus at one point. But yeah, Dark Souls is my favorite version of that style of game.
Yeah. I don't know how Ben feels about it. My brother told me recently that he actually likes... The newest one is Dark Souls 3, right?
Yes.
He likes that better than Bloodborne, personally. I don't know how Ben feels about those two.
I don't think he said one way or the other which one he likes better, but I know that he's done 4 playthroughs with different characters and a new game plus run with one of his characters. Yeah. But yeah, he's rang everything out of that game.
I remember seeing him online all the time.
Yeah,
always playing. Well, Bloodborne, yeah, and
Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, yeah.
But yeah, it's coming to the Switch. It's awesome. I think
that's really cool.
I think it says a lot too. That I mean, it was announced later, but it actually got unveiled on the Switch before the other ones because that thing got put up at 6 a.m. I think it just says a lot about how third parties are on board with the system and how much it's sold. I just think that's cool. It's fucking cool. Like, I like that we have a system right now that feels like it's harkening back to like almost like the Super Nintendo days or something like that. You know what I mean? In terms of like just support and it's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
it's definitely pretty cool. But again, even this early, scrolling through that eShop sucks because it's all a bunch of phone ports and
there's good shit.
I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying like.
Lots of indie games.
What? 10 million units? Fucking shovelware the shit out of it. Like, that's what I didn't want to happen.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Right. But there's a lot of good stuff on the store, though, too, for sure. So, yeah.
Speaking of another rumor, because that's definitely one I want to talk about.
Well, are we going to hit that, or you want to talk about the Direct?
Right.
Jumping.
So, what out of the Direct, like, caught your eye?
Well, the Dark Souls for sure. We already made that clear.
Yeah.
I already said yes, I wanted to be a Mario Golf, but I'm excited about Mario Tennis.
I hate tennis games.
I don't know. I can have fun with tennis games. I think they're fun, especially with the Mario spin on it, and I think it's cool. Like I said, they have kind of like a story mode to it, and just watching him cruise around the map a little bit reminded me a little bit of Everybody's Golf, and I liked all the mini games and stuff. I thought that looks cool. Yes, it's a port, but I'm excited for Tropical Freeze because I never got around to playing it, and I think I owned it, but I don't remember. That's the problem. I actually don't remember if I did, and I don't even think I opened it, and I don't know why. I wanted to, so I'm excited to get the chance to play it because I'll play that on that for sure.
Yeah.
I think at that point I just kind of was so frustrated with the Wii U that I just never got around to playing it.
I was Donkey Kong Country Returns. I thought was pretty cool and novel, but like I didn't feel like there needed to be a sequel. And the little bit I played of Tropical Freeze, I was like, this just feels like pandering. It just doesn't feel right or good or anything like that. So that's just my own bias. So then when I saw that it was a port on the Switch, and like I was telling you, like I get it, man. Like the Switch has already sold probably by now as many consoles as the Wii U did in its entire lifespan. So I understand that there's some awesome games on the Switch. I mean, on the Wii U that didn't get played, and you want to bring them over to the Wii U. I think those games have been brought over already. Mario Kart and Splatoon, I think, are those games. I don't think Tropical Freeze is that game. I think
I want to play it.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that. Like the game was so critically acclaimed.
A lot of people loved it.
People should play that game, and so I think that very much deserves to come over. I also like Donkey Kong. Like I have a special place in my heart for Donkey Kong Country because, like, as we've talked about on this show,
that game.
Like I was a Nintendo Power subscriber for the longest time, like probably even before I was even reading properly because my brother had it, and I was probably that little brother that was like, well, if he gets it, I want it too, you know. And so I can remember like suddenly one day like getting a fucking VHS tape in the mail, like top secret, blah blah blah, And so I played the tape, and it was kind of like the first unveiling of Donkey Kong Country.
And
And
it was that opening cinematic, I guess you could call it, right? It was like
I
that
think,
intro and then some gameplay.
then I had people even talking, like,
Yeah.
I mean, it felt like almost, like a let's play. Well, not a let's play, but like,
Like a
that
dev
developer.
diary.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
so had that too. And like, I'm kind of blown away. I'm like, I've never seen Donkey Kong like this before.
Yeah.
Because I only knew Donkey Kong as, what we've seen.
I'm a
barrels and shit.
huge fan of the first Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And I thought Donkey Kong Country Returns was a nice, like, jab at my nostalgia bone. But I don't know. It's like, well, all right, let's do another one. And
Well,
let's have this awesome studio that should be doing something else.
well, they probably are.
Now they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, let's get this awesome studio that should be doing something else. But see, that's the thing is, I hope they're
upset
not
about
doing Metroid. Is that them?
They aren't doing Metroid.
They're not. They said
No.
it was a different studio doing the new
Not,
Metroid.
Retro is not doing Metroid.
Good.
Nobody knows
I
who's
don't
doing
want
Metroid.
them to be doing Metroid.
Yeah, they aren't doing
I want
Metroid.
them to be doing something
I'm the same way. I
different.
want to see them do something different too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for Tropical Freeze just because I wanted to play it. I never did. I know a lot of people love it. Some people have even called it the best platforming game ever. I've heard people say that, more than one person say it. I can't confirm who. And I think it looks really pretty too. Like, I just like the looks of it also. So I'm excited about that. And then since you asked, I'll just keep rolling with this. I think the Odyssey free update looks rad too.
Yeah, that looks pretty
yeah.
cool. Were you gonna say something about? Do you have a nostalgia for Donkey Kong Country?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like everyone else. Like
Okay.
I played it. I played both part 1 and 2. Loved the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I passed the first one, never passed the second one.
Yeah, fucking 2 and 3 were brutal, man. 1 was brutal as a kid,
Yeah.
and then 2 and 3 were.
Also, because I have the Mario and Rabbids DLC with Donkey Kong, I think looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
That looks
excited.
funny.
I'm excited for that. Payday 2 is cool, but I mean, I've had, I'm expecting that to be there.
Also,
I never got around to Payday.
it doesn't look good. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
looks
it
wise.
doesn't look the best, but I mean, I think it's cool that that's going to be on there.
That's that's one of the glaring examples of what I'm talking about. It's like, you don't look. I know. You want people to play Payday. It sold well on PS4. It sold well on Xbox
Yeah.
One, and it didn't look very good there either. And now it looks even worse on the Switch. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do that.
I think there was a couple, I don't know if I want to call them indie games because I don't know if they're indie, but there was 2 on there that I thought looked interesting, and I guess one of them was this Fee and Celeste.
Yeah,
Or
Celeste.
one was
Celeste looks cool.
this year.
That's also coming to other
So
other
Celeste
consoles.
looks cool. Yeah, Celeste looks cool. Maybe Fee was the other one. I
Fee.
don't know.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Faye, but yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Faye.
Yes.
Bertha Faye. Now that song's in my head. I would mine anyway. So that's what.
Yeah,
one of the
those look
highlights
cool.
for me.
I think the thing that looked the coolest, again, it's a fucking port, but The World Ends With You was a super rad DS game that I always wanted to play, but I didn't have a DS.
I saw a lot of people blowing their minds over that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
and
an
I-
awesome game.
I just didn't
It seems
know
like an
anything
awesome.
about it.
It's an RPG. It's like
Yeah.
a Japanese style RPG, and it seems really fucking cool.
And it's cool. I was like, oh, that's Shibuya Crossing, and that's that store. And like, that's funny. What is this game?
Yeah.
Like I've been there, but I didn't know about the game.
Fucking Hyrule Warriors. I hate Dynasty Warriors to
Right.
begin with.
Yeah.
They're not fun game. If you like Dynasty Warriors, cool. I can't stand it.
I think I have I have a small amount of time with a Dynasty Warriors game, I think. And I want to say, like, Bryant and I and Zach and our friend John, Big John, like, spent a night where we were just playing and had fun doing that.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time, I think I thought, like, Hyrule Warriors, I'm like, this seems kind of cool. And I think I almost got it. That was Wii U, right? I almost thought about getting that there.
And 3DS, I think there's a 3DS
Okay,
version
yeah.
also.
So the fact that it's coming to the Switch, like, I don't know if I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to go grab that. But I could see me, if I have nothing to play, I could see myself maybe getting it. That could be something fun to do on the go. So that's kind of a cool, that's a cool announcement.
So
Yeah, I know.
Game of
So
the
do
Year,
you.
a Game of the Year edition of an Apport Pokken Tournament DX. Like, come on, guys. Just put the
I'm
deals.
never into the Pokemon tournament.
Yeah, I'm not super into fighting games to begin with.
Yeah,
With
that
some rare exceptions.
Final Fight.
Yeah.
I love Final Fight. Dragon. Why am I Double Dragon?
Double Dragon.
Those two, like,
Well, those are beat 'em ups.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're talking.
I'm talking like fighting
Gotcha,
games, like
gotcha.
Mortal Kombat, Street
I like
Fighter.
beat 'em
Those are
ups.
beat 'em ups are
Beat 'em
great.
ups.
They're awesome.
I take a Pokemon Stadium.
Hot take, maybe not so hot take, and maybe consensus, at least of Mike and I don't know. Beat 'em ups are far superior to fighting games.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Yeah, because you
Far
get
superior.
awesome story. Like the coolest thing about Scott Pilgrim versus the World to me was the video game they put out.
Okay.
And
That
video
game was
game
a lot
is
of fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
Double Dragon obviously is one of my favorite. When I was wrestling, I used to come out to a rock version
Yeah.
of the Double Dragon theme song. Yeah, man. Fatal Fury,
that's
Final
easy.
Fight.
Yeah, that's easy
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, all the SNK stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess just because you're getting a story along with it too, you know, and
Yeah.
it's fun. I mean, it's just cool.
Fucking Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The arcade
Arcade
game.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh
yeah.
my god, it's so. I love
The
beat 'em ups.
Simpsons,
Yeah,
four-player
Simpsons.
co-op
That
game.
stuff is so fun because
Yeah.
it's fun co-op.
X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. There you go.
Yeah. So it is a consensus.
Right. So that's what I was excited about with the direct. It's a direct mini.
Yeah.
And they kind of hit. There's 14 minutes of just game, which I think is awesome. There's actually already rumors of like another direct,
Yeah.
like because I guess there's already a space and there's a bunch of stuff like on their site. It shows where all the directs are.
Oh, okay.
And there's a
an
little
empty
blank spot.
Yeah.
And I guess generally sometimes there is a small direct followed by a big direct. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do think there'll be another one before E3 that talks about a lot of other stuff that they didn't cover in this one. And I think maybe that's why they actually went out of their way to call it a mini.
Well, the thing I thought was cool about it is everything is coming out like before E3. Like
Yeah,
all this stuff
it's all
is like.
before.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything is like hidden, and I think that's cool. And again, it's a lot of ports, but there's gonna be shit for you to play there.
Yeah.
Like, I've already put 30 hours into Zelda 30 plus. I was up until 5 o'clock this morning playing Zelda. Like
God
an
damn,
idiot. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it, man. It's so fun. Like I don't know if Rick has like I know Rick's had fun with the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Rick has hit that point where you're just playing it and you're just like you're so immersed in the
You
world.
get into a zone.
You're just lost in this world, and when you finally get that feeling, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Like hitting that. Like you've been to the beach, obviously, right?
Where?
Fuck.
No, I've been to water areas. I've been to the outside,
you haven't
right,
been to
the right side of the map, which I'm guessing is where the beach would be because the left seems super cold.
I think the beach that I'm talking about is down.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't.
You haven't been there? Anyways, I went there for the first time because I'm like, I'm just going to unlock more of the map and stuff. And then it's just like, dang, this beach is fucking huge. Like that's what cracks me up about the game is like you go to an area and it's like, oh, this is this area. I'm like, holy shit, this area is still going and still going.
I've done some more combat shrines, and the combat is actually starting to get fun and fluid for me.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, oh yeah, I can use these fucking powers in combat, not just
Yeah.
in the shrines. But I wasn't. And then when I got to that combat shrine that was it's like a moderate test of strength. It's like there's the minor, there's the medium, and then there's the major. I've actually got to the point where I pounded out like 2 major tests of strength in like 3 minutes.
No, that's good.
So
That's really good.
with okay weapons.
Yeah.
Because I'm learning how to use the powers and get around the guardians. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got any. I've got some ancient arrows just randomly.
I do. I have
I
those.
used one, and you hit them right in the fucking eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way
It's
to do
good stuff, man. Like the more weapons that you get and the combat does open up, and
Yes.
you know the flurry rushes are fun if you can nail those. There's a lot of cool stuff. Have you done? We're back on Zelda. We'll make this quick. Have you done?
No, I wanted to jump in and say what I would look forward to on.
We will. Just
we
real
will.
quick. I mean, it's part of it. Have you done much of the sneak attack stuff, like where you just kind of push a barrel down or a rock onto people yet?
No, I've done the stealth strike stuff.
You've done that.
So there was a group of guys that I came into contact with the other day that has like this super tall platform next to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took them all out because I felt really comfortable with the combat. Took them all out, no problem. Boom. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a chest. And there was a chest for beating all of them. You open the chest. And I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a chest up there. Sometimes there's chests up on high shit or little cool little puzzles and you get turd seed. And so I was like, so I climbed up there, and there was a exploding barrel. And I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And I picked it up and I just aimed where the guys were laying down and threw it. And it landed right in the middle of where they were. I was like, no, man, I could have just done that.
It's so awesome when you come across a camp like that and you can spot stuff like that. Like there's been things too where it's like, oh, if I shoot an arrow, that's the name of my internet provider. If I shoot an arrow and cut that rope, that thing's gonna fall and
falls,
land. Yeah, and all this stuff. There's a lot, or even too, like, there's a thing like, oh, I can cut this platform this guy's on with my sword, and he's just gonna go falling, and like, I like stuff like that.
So what'd you like out of the direct, Rick?
Mario Tennis.
Really? You guys?
I like tennis. I like tennis. So I'm excited for that.
I mean,
I'm excited for everything else, but tennis as well too.
Yeah.
Mario Tennis.
I think, again, I just don't like tennis games, even Mario Tennis games, and like that whole RPG-ish mode that's in it. I was like, yo, I know like Golf Story just came out, but like that's like a 16-bit looking game. I would love Golf Story to just be fucking Mario Golf. Like,
yeah,
I would prefer tennis than Mario Golf. I like Hot Shots as my golf.
Well, don't sit.
but
Mario Golf is pretty awesome.
so
you can't.
good. I'm
don't
with
roll
you.
it off.
I'm with you.
Don't write it off.
I like Mario Golf, but I'm more of a fan of the Hot Shots franchise when it comes to mini golf or golfing like with power-ups and stuff like that. But Mario Golf is no slouch, man.
Yeah, wait for a new one to come out before you make that comment. All right. You have to.
But anyways, tennis.
I'm all about Golf Story though, too. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, I need to get that. So that's funny. Is like, what?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just it's about the direct.
Okay, I was just gonna say like all these games. I'm like everybody's like, oh, I can't wait to play this on the go. I can't wait to play this on the go. I was like, yeah, I like playing Zelda in handheld mode, if I have to.
Yeah.
But like, there's so much text, and it's like I'm dying for voice acting out of that game, and it doesn't have
like
to.
Hit and miss
and
the
it
voice
doesn't have to
acting.
be Link. Like I understand Link is quiet. He doesn't have to talk.
I don't want Link to ever talk. Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care. But everybody else in that fucking world needs voice.
Yeah. It's so weird because most of the voice acting only comes in cutscenes, really.
Yeah, all
and
of
then
it,
even then it's not always
It's real sparse.
It's sparse, so it's interesting. What I was gonna say is, and you should be excited about this too. I think that free update to Mario is gonna be cool. Like I think there could be a lot of fun to be had playing with friends, hiding the balloons and stuff.
That balloon thing looks a lot fun.
I think that's gonna be really cool. Like I immediately thought, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It's kind of like Mario Kart's battle mode, but like different and bigger, and like there's rankings, like what you were talking about. Like I don't know, sounds cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the direct. Unless we have more to say about it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I liked about it.
the other thing on the docket was the rumor.
Yeah,
Which
that
I've heard about this for a
seems
few
to be
weeks
more.
now.
Yeah, same here, but like it seems to be more substantial now.
Substantial how?
Well, do you want to sell it or me?
Go ahead.
So basically, from what I know of it, and you can correct me where I'm wrong, but basically it sounds like there's something like a press release or something leaked in Japan where it basically kind of confirmed a Japanese release date for a Burnout remaster, which made people think like, oh, maybe this rumor is real and it will also be coming to the US very soon.
Yeah.
So
It was a tweet that
that's what it was.
somebody put out. I can't remember who it was, but
Me
it was a
neither.
reputable fucking source. And
Oh wow.
yeah, and it's March something or other. I think
Something
is what
like
they
that,
said.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So it looks real. It looks real, and I've talked about this with you guys, and like at this point, it sucks. Because at first I had reservations about this. I was like, I don't want a Burnout Paradise remaster. I want Burnout Paradise 2. I want another Burnout game. But at the same time, I really don't want that because Criterion isn't really Criterion anymore.
That's true. You mentioned that before.
And I think Criterion is also independent again. I think after everybody took off and stuff, I think the remaining people, I think they bought themselves back from EA. So they're independent again. And then there's people from Criterion that went on, the people who wanted to make racing games went on to Ghost Games to make some Need for Speed stuff. The people who liked making the Crash mode went off and made Dangerous Golf, which is basically Crash mode. And they made another game also that's similar, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was like, here, you blow this thing up, and then you use Aftertouch to move it around and all that. But the people who are still at like actual Criterion, I don't think want to be making driving games or racing games anymore anyway. And yeah, I just don't think I want a new Burnout game. So I'm starting to come on the side of,
The remaster.
yo, give me this remaster.
But if the heart isn't into it, then don't do it.
Right. But I'm saying like there was a point where they were ready to go and EA was like, no. You guys are going to make a Need for Speed game now. In fact, you're going to make 2 Need for Speed games. And then they're not going to sell as well because Need for Speed is on a downward decline, even though your Need for Speed games were arguably the best in the franchise history or the best in the last 8 years. So now we're going to cut your development and we're going to cut your funding, and now you guys are going to split off into studios. We still want some of you to make Need for Speed games. The rest of you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it was just a real shitty situation because there was a point where after Paradise, they had figured everything out and were ready to go on another one.
Yeah. I don't think it's even a matter, Rick, of what you said where their heart isn't in it. I think what Mike's trying to say is just even Criterion as we know it like doesn't exist anymore, and they're all in different companies.
Yeah.
And so even if a game like Burnout came out from those same people, it probably wouldn't even be called Burnout.
And it probably wouldn't feel good either. It wouldn't feel as good.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
A lot of the key components are off using games with those similar functions.
So it really bums me out because, I mean, there's nothing I wanted more than a follow-up to Burnout Paradise.
Yeah.
So to me, if this is the closest thing we're going to get, because they're not going to fuck it. I mean, they're not going to, I don't know how they're going to fuck it up. I mean, the game is made. So it's basically a remaster. So I'm like, I'm all aboard for that.
Here's how they fuck it up. It's just the PC version.
I mean, yeah, that would suck. But hopefully it's not that lazy. But we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. If this rumor's true and the release date's that close, we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to see what it looks like, because if it's literally just like, oh hey, it's just an up-res of the old game with all the DLC, here you go, like, I'm out. I'm not gonna support that. I'm not gonna give them money for that shit.
If it's an up-res?
Yeah, like, and I'm not saying they have to do a whole art pass and change all of the graphics and everything like that, but they need to do something to update it, because at this point now,
Make it look at least better.
This week, that is a 10-year-old game. That game is 10
Really?
years old.
Yeah.
You have to do something to modernize the way that game looks. And I'm not like, oh, this has got to look super realistic. Oh, I'll put it in the Frostbite engine because EA could do that. Like, no, you don't need to do that. But you've got to do something to it, because it's not gonna. And if you don't, it better only be $20 in digital only.
I mean, I'm probably in regardless. I realize your situation is different. Well, it's not that different. It's different in the sense of I played the shit out of this game. I played a lot of it.
Me
but
too.
There's
like 3 or 4
you replay. I don't think I ever. One time I think I restarted
You
because I lost my
finish,
shit.
Yeah, you didn't finish your second playthrough though.
Because I know I didn't finish it, but I think that's what happened. I got fucked, Tom. Like something happened where I lost everything. Did my PlayStation die? Do you remember that? Something happened. Anyways, and I never completed it. I just played with you and Ben online a lot, and Rick and Francis.
But
and
yeah,
Brian,
man, it's
so for me,
those things where like,
it's still kind of fresh, you know?
I guess, and it is for me too. But at the same time, it's like, if this game isn't like a major improvement, then fuck that, dude. Let's just pop in our PS3 copies and play together.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Have a PS3.
We do.
Yeah.
Whose fault is that?
Not
yours. Not yours. It's the PlayStation.
PlayStation. I'm looking
But
at
yeah,
you.
it's one of those things, man. Like, remember when we fucking talked Rick into getting it? He was so skeptical because he didn't like driving games, and I was like, dude, this isn't a driving game. Just play it.
Yeah.
That's probably some of the best times I've had playing that game.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like, yo, you got
that in GTA.
You can't go home again. Like, that's like trying to relive your sophomore year summer from high school. Like, it's not gonna be as good as it was.
I think I played the demo for that game more than any demo I've ever played ever, because again my PlayStation was still pretty fresh. It was like I had just gotten it, and that demo I think dropped either over the holidays or first thing in January or something.
It was like, I think it came out before you got your PlayStation, because I had already put time into it.
Oh, I don't remember that, but yeah, whatever the case may be, that was one of the first demos I played and loved it. So I'm on board. I'll hold out. Like if it. I don't know. I'm on board. I'm just fucking on board, no matter what. So, is that it for video games?
Yeah, I
So
guess.
switch gears.
Please don't feed the beast if it doesn't look worth it, though. Like, you gotta vote with your fucking dollars,
And
man.
I do.
No, but you actually have to.
I understand that, but I don't think I don't have the same stance as you.
If they put out a fucking half-ass port, it sets a bad precedent if it sells millions of copies.
But that's how much I want Burnout. And maybe I realize we're talking about how it's not going to be the same, but maybe if it sells a lot, it does give us a new Burnout. But I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict if a new Burnout's going to suck. Like, I don't know.
I'm not saying it's going to suck. It's just not going to have the same heart and soul, man.
I don't know that either.
Well, Bryson, you're in.
know.
I'm definitely going to get one.
I'm in.
What I'm into.
Okay.
Fucking tools.
That doesn't make us tools. We just have a different stance.
Oh, man, if they just put out a mediocre version of this game, I'm totally going to buy it. And good job, EA.
Wanted a new Burnout so bad that if this is the closest I'm going to get,
but okay,
even a minimal upgrade is better than what it looks like on PS3.
Other games have come out since where I'm like, yo, this is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which was as close to a Burnout game as you were going to get from that team, was not Hot Pursuit. I'm sorry, Most Wanted, and that was a fucking amazing game.
But that was the game that we thought was really going to be the
Hot
Burnout.
Pursuit was the one.
Okay.
Most Wanted was the one.
Did I even have that?
You got it,
Yeah,
and
you
you
got
didn't
it.
play for very long.
Yeah, I just think it didn't. Wasn't the same for me.
And other than that, and again, it was rough, but the crew was that.
That didn't grab me the way it grabbed you.
And the thing that sucks now is they're completely ditching all that shit for the crew too, which is fucking shitty. Because the thing that was a problem with the crew wasn't its structure. The problem with the crew was it needed more time to be polished.
Mm-hmm.
And about a year later, they put out a patch that, polished up the graphics, and it looks way better. And that was the problem. A lot of people, this looks just like an old PS3 game. It looks great now. Even now, if you play it, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
This year, and I'll keep screaming this from the fucking rooftops, man. I don't care what anybody says. Need for Speed Payback is as good of a exploration style game as Burnout was. Even if you don't engage with the story, the exploration aspect, the city that you're in, the different terrains, it feels so good. And the drifting is what you want. The races are point to point, like some of them are point to point like Burnout. Some of them are circuits.
Mm-hmm.
And the only problem that I think that is going to have with you is that the races have checkpoints you need to go through.
Okay.
And I know the thing about Burnout was I can go there any way I want. And that was cool.
Yeah.
But there was checkpoint races
There
in Burnout.
was.
There's fucking billboards. Everybody adopted that billboard thing, by the way, once Burnout did it.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon had billboards and so on. But like Need for Speed Payback, despite all the hate it's getting, if it was not a Need for Speed game and not made by EA, people would be praising this game. But because it came out in a year where it's fun to shit on EA, Ghost Games got, shit on too. And everybody's like, I don't think they're ever going to make another Need for Speed game. This is fucking terrible. But if you look at it, over the holidays, it was one of the best-selling games digitally on all consoles because it was on sale. But that still counts as sales. They don't care about the back end. They want the big numbers on the front end. And it sold a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people playing that game online. There's a lot of people putting YouTube videos up of this game. For a game that's garbage, there's a lot of people playing this fucking game. And that's a game that gets real close. Yeah, there's no stunt runs, but I'll lose that because the driving feels great and feels like a Burnout game would. The drifting feels amazing, just like a Burnout game would. And the mechanics of the game feel so good. So there's been games that come out since Burnout that I've tried to get you to play that you either bounce off of or just didn't play.
Yeah.
And I can understand your reasoning for maybe bouncing off of the crew, but Most Wanted was that game, dude. Most Wanted that's another game that I platinumed and I played 4 times. I even bought it on the Vita and I platinumed it on the Vita and played through it twice.
Yeah.
It's that good. So there's been other games.
I mean,
spiritual successors.
I think even if I played those games, I would still be all aboard on this, man. Like, even for the fact, and I know there's a way that you could fucking do it, but even for the fact of getting to play with a PlayStation 4 controller, like, I don't want to use the PS3 controller. And I know I could work a way around that because I did that for Stick of Truth.
Well, I was gonna say, then it's on PC and it's always on fucking sale. You can get it for $5.
I'm just saying. Look, you've got your opinion. I've got mine.
I know.
I want it. I'm on it. I'm about it. I'm not gonna shit on it before I even hear what all the details are. I'm about it.
Just
I'm not
we'll see
shitting
what
on it
happens.
now. I'm just saying if they put out a half-assed version of it, no, you can't support that, man.
I think it's
You
still gonna be
can't.
better than what's on PC
You
and
won't be
PS3.
supporting it, but we.
Anyways,
That's
all right.
part of the problem.
That's
Let's
it for
move
me.
on.
In your opinion, I think I'm part of the solution.
No.
So
No.
let's move on.
They're not going to magically make a better Burnout
So,
because a lot of
Let's
people
move
buy a
on.
remaster.
Let's move on. Mike's not gonna get Burnout. We got it.
Shifting gears.
Whoa, I like it, Rick.
We're moving on to some movie news.
Yeah.
And the movie news happens to be about Fox.
Oh, you mean
Fox
Disney?
/ Disney.
Fucking
So we got some updates on Deadpool 2, New Mutants, and The Gambit. So the first thing is Deadpool 2 will now be released in theaters on May 18th rather than June 1st.
So it got bumped up.
So
Cool.
It got bumped.
I like that.
So that's good for us Deadpool fans everywhere. Definitely something we'll all be looking forward to.
I wonder if that's a thing of like, hey, let's not sit on it. Let's get it out that first quote summer weekend, right? Is that what that will be?
Well, it'll still come out in June too. So
well, no, but I mean like
if it didn't. But yeah, I think
A lot of times
they want to be the first.
A lot of times that first
opener.
Yeah,
for
that
the
first summer
weekend.
blockbuster is May.
And
It's
it
usually
sets the
earlier than
tone.
May though, than May 18th.
Like May 3rd, May 4th.
Yeah,
really?
yeah. A lot of times it's like because I used to have
I think
finals.
Avengers came out May 4th.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes it's
Okay.
that early.
Yeah.
Usually like sometime the first 10 or 12 days of
Okay.
May. The other thing about that too, which some people have been talking about, is that it's coming out 1 week ahead of Solo: A Star
Yeah.
Wars Story. So that's
The
going to
Han
be some
Solo
stiff
Solo
competition. I didn't realize that movie was
movie.
coming out so soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been filming it.
I
the
had
past
no
year.
idea.
I thought it was gonna be
thought it would be
the
out
fall
Yeah.
again.
Same. I
So
thought
so,
that
so
would
that's this year's Rogue One, right?
Yeah, it's this
Yeah.
year's
So the-
Star
so-
Wars movie.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Because Rogue One, did Rogue One come out in December
Yeah.
also?
Yep.
Yeah, it did.
November.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it was
okay.
around the same time.
Same. Doesn't matter. Anyways,
Meanwhile, New Mutants, which I don't know if you saw the trailers for,
I might have.
which is a fucking awesome trailer, by the way.
And
Like
I
the
probably
way
have
you
it 'cause
see
I
it.
remember it.
December. Sorry.
December. Okay.
10.
So, yeah, the New Mutants trailer. I don't know if you guys seen it, but you should watch it because it almost feels like a American Horror Story type of like trailer-ish.
Really?
And like I didn't even know it was New Mutants when I was watching the trailers. And but anyways, I'm talking about the trailer. But yeah, that has been pushed back to next year.
To next year?
Yeah.
Okay.
New Mutants is an X-Men thing.
It's like I think the next generation of
Okay.
X-Men.
Okay.
Or mutants, I should say. So they previously had it slated for April 13th. And now apparently it's not going to hit theaters until February 22nd of 2019.
Oh fuck! Almost the whole year.
Yeah, pretty
Shit.
much.
That movie's gonna have problems.
So yeah, it's also, I think it's because it's also right before they closing the deal with Disney too.
It sounds like the deal is what's pushing
What's
it back.
kind of pushing it back.
Okay.
Also
maybe that's the
also
problem.
from what I've looked online as far as like test screenings, from one person that I or found on the internet that I read, like apparently they were also saying it's not scary enough because it's kind of like supposed to be like a scary
Really?
mutant thing. Yeah.
Supernatural.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know how much that holds truth. It's just what I've read.
Okay.
Because the trailer looks scary as fuck, in my opinion, but it's just a trailer.
You're also a pansy.
Yeah, that too. I'm also very, very easily scared.
Microaggression. Sorry, South Park's the fractured butthole. You guys gotta play that shit.
So
I know what you're referring to.
I mean, that's on the show
I got
too.
it too, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, okay, so now going to Gambit, that has been pushed from February 14th, 2019 to June 7th, 2019.
Okay.
Because apparently reports, it says here, earlier today was announced that the director, I can't say his name, Gore
Verbinski.
something,
Verbinski.
left the movie.
Oh shit.
So they're without a director again.
This movie's gone through production hell, man.
But Channing Tatum's still attached to star.
Okay.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum is still attached to star. So yeah, they're also saying that the reason for the date shift is the studio insiders believe that the film will serve better as a summer Marvel tentpole release rather than an early year film. But again,
Okay.
it's unclear what might happen with Gambit given the release dates on the
Alright.
Disney Fox merger.
Yeah.
So, I really want to see this movie, but it looks like shit keeps happening with it. Kind
Yeah.
of like with there's like another movie that kept having issues with the director. I forgot what was it. Whatever, but they're having issues apparently.
Well, that Joss Whedon movie that had all those issues that eventually came out, everybody liked.
Justice League,
No, older.
Age of Ultron.
Nope, not Marvel.
Not Marvel.
I think it was Joss Whedon. Was it Cabin in the Woods?
Oh yeah, Cabin in the Woods.
That had problems like crazy, and a lot of it
took
was
like 2.5 years or 3 years for the movie to come out after it was completed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
everybody liked that, so it's not always bad news, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how you take it, I guess, because it could be good, could be bad, who knows.
What movie was it again that you guys had the bet on that wasn't going to ever come out?
Oh, Ant-Man. It never came out.
It came out.
No, it came out. Edgar Wright's Ant-Man never came out. I made that bet when Edgar Wright.
But I got my money's worth in Starbucks.
So yeah, for me, I mean, I put the story in there like because the only thing I saw, I'm like, ooh, Deadpool 2 is coming out sooner.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's cool.
Yeah, because I know how much you love Deadpool. Well, we all did.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just some news there about that. Cool. Some other great news. Well, this is great news. Is John Wick.
Is it great news? See, I haven't seen the movies. Is it great news? I'm asking legitimately. I'm not being a dick.
John Wick movies.
I know. But is this great news that they're making it a TV show?
So I don't know how I feel about
from what
TV
I've
show
read.
It's not John Wick. It's just in the universe.
It takes place at the hotel that John Wick goes to, or all the hitmen and women go to check in. Basically, it's their like sanctuary.
Okay.
There's no violence or nothing in that hotel. So
and I'll say, well,
so it's going to be about characters and people.
No, I don't think that means there won't be violence.
Well, what I'm saying, like the majority of it is going to be about.
I think it's going to explore.
I think it's going to be just like John Wick. Okay. The point is, in the movie, there's kind of like this hub, and I can very much see how they can make a show centered around that hub. And I think the fact that now the show isn't even going to be called anything John Wick, it's called The Continental.
Yeah.
I think right there, it's like, okay, well, this is John Wick inspired.
Yeah.
This isn't John Wick the TV show.
Right.
And
the universe.
We're gonna get to it with later on also, but Starz lately with their original content has been fucking killing it. So the fact that Starz is developing it, I think is awesome too.
Cool. Yeah. Also,
I mean, Starz has kind of been low key killing it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. One of those things I got sucked into. Like you could almost, I don't know. It's for dudes. Like a lot of like girls like this show because the books are kind of like romancy a little bit, or can be. But Outlander is on Starz, and that's probably my favorite show on TV right now.
So it looks like Chris Collins from The Wire and Man in the High Castle, Sons of Anarchy will serve as the showrunner and pen the series, with the premiere helmed by the John Wick co-director and the John Wick Chapter 2 director, Chad
Stahelski. Is that an L or an I? Stahelski.
So it looks like you got the original people working on here, as well as Chris
and Keanu
Collins
Reeves.
And Keanu Reeves is also coming on as AP.
Yeah. And I read it. It said that you could possibly see Keanu Reeves.
You'll possibly get a glimpse of Keanu in this.
Yeah, I mean, and they could do
Which
it
is
to where
fine.
it'll work. I mean,
it'll work. Yeah.
He could literally walk through. Well, I'm just passing through.
It could be like Wolverine's cameo in First Class.
Exactly.
Which was amazing.
So yeah, good pull on this, Bryce, because
Totally.
you have the guy from Sons of Anarchy show running this, which is a show I know you like.
An amazing fucking show.
I'm kind of curious if you're going to be watching this or not.
I might.
You probably watch this and don't watch the movies.
I might watch this. Yeah, that seems real cool.
But I mean, last week when we were talking, I was talking about Atomic Blonde and like the action movie. We were talking about the whole action movies. He's like, John Wick is one of the.
Oh yeah, I know. I just
you definitely need to get around to.
Did our Breaking Anarchy podcast?
No, we haven't.
I just said Pondcast, by the way. It was the name of the hotel or the thing. Was it called the Continental?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming so. I haven't. But
I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Hello, Jay Newton. Thanks for joining us.
I read the article. I was just playing dumb, so you guys can tell me everything.
Okay.
I don't know why. I only saw the headlines and most of them I didn't read. I just contributed notes.
All right, so yeah, I'm excited for this because they could do a lot with this, especially in that universe. So
I was trying to be over the top with my. Tell me about John Wick.
It's good.
I was trying to be over the top and obnoxious about it, but I'm glad it didn't come off that way. You guys seem genuinely excited about it and completely glossed over.
Well, I just we've talked about John Wick and Penny before. I just went with it.
Good job, Bryce. Good job.
Yeah, no problem.
So there were reports last year that suggested that this could be a prequel TV series.
Okay.
But it's still not yet known
Where in the
it-
timeline?
Yeah, when it's going to the whole thing's going to take place.
The way that it seems like this is lining up, I don't think it matters if it's
I don't
prequel
think it
or
matters
not.
either.
I don't think it matters if it's prequel, current, or ahead because it's going to be
It's
at
not
the
even
Continental.
yeah,
Like, I think
it's not
that's
going to be
fucking
based
awesome.
around
Yeah.
John himself.
So as somebody who hasn't seen these movies, I think it would be kind of cool to take place in all different aspects of that time frame. That way you can see characters from the movies
Yeah, they could do
Maybe
that.
not
before
have
things,
one main
during things,
protagonist.
and after things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now, I'm a lot higher on a John Wick TV show than I
Right.
was when we first talked about it. Because when we first talked about it, I was like, really? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because
They
they were pitching a John Wick TV show,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
a John Wick inspired TV
Yeah.
show.
I feel like they should do it kind of like that HBO show Hotel
Oh, Room 104.
Room 104, where you can just go through different
Yeah, and it
people
could,
that stay
Yeah,
there.
it
And
could be
in
that.
different timelines on the same timeline,
Yeah.
like you can jump around with it. It can be
yeah.
like
Maybe
its
you
own
do
thing.
like 3 episodes about one person, and then the cross paths with the person for the next 3
Yeah.
episode arc. Like that would be kind
I
of
would
cool,
love
man.
that.
Or it could totally be a self-contained, like,
or it could be
anthology
that, yeah.
thing. That, like, that seems to be the new hotness right now with Black Mirror. And then there's
Yeah.
a thing on Amazon that I started watching yesterday called Electric Dreams, which is
Oh, it came out
inspired-
already?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
It's pretty good so far. I've seen the
Yeah.
first 2 episodes, but that's the same deal. It's basically Amazon's answer to Black Mirror, the Philip K. Dick inspired
Yeah.
show.
Have any of you guys watched?
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I,
You should check it
I
out.
might watch
Have
that.
any
I
of you
like
guys-
Philip K. Dick. I might watch that.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys watched Black Mirror?
I-
by chance?
So last night I pulled a, it was kind of one of those things where Amy's like, I'm curious about Black Mirror too, and she was excited about Electric Dreams. So we watched 3 episodes total. What we did was like, okay, let's watch an episode of Electric Dreams, watch an episode of Black Mirror, and watch an episode of Electric Dreams. That's where we stopped. So I've
Okay.
seen 1 episode of Black
The
Mirror.
first one?
Season 1, yeah.
Of the first
Yeah,
episode?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I skipped the first one.
Why?
Just because I heard like the first season is okay.
So
And then I was kind
It's
of just,
set up, man.
and that it's an
You said you
because
watched the first season.
I did. I just didn't watch that.
Oh,
one
you just
episode.
said you skipped the first
I
season.
just skipped the first episode.
I've read. It's funny. After I watched that, someone actually said that's the best episode. Like I read
Best
someone
season?
call it the best episode.
The first.
That was one person's opinion.
That was
Yeah.
one. Yeah. I liked the episode that I started off with a lot. That was really good.
Just watch it. I mean, there's
I'll
not,
get
it's
around
not
to it.
bad.
I mean, yeah.
But I will say so far, and I've only seen 1 episode of Black Mirror, I like Electric Dreams better. But Electric Dreams is very stationed in sci-fi.
Yep.
So obviously,
It's something I want to see then.
you should watch
fucking
it.
it's
You guys should
Philip
both
K.
watch
Dick
it. It's Philip K.
inspired,
Dick.
bro.
You
Of
guys
course
should
it's
fucking
gonna be
watch it.
sci-fi and
I
amazing.
think it's called Philip K. Dick's Electric Dreams.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to watch it. I've seen the first 2 episodes. The first one's really good. The second one is good as well. And then we just kind of stopped because it was just afterwards, like, Annie kind of looked at me. She's like, "This is kind of heavy, doc." Because it's just like you watch shows like that, and we watch 3 episodes. It's like, okay, I need a break. You know what I
That's
mean?
funny.
So,
Black Mirror will definitely make you feel that
That's
way.
been on heavy rotation lately, by the way. You
Oh,
know,
Back to the Future?
Yeah. Of course, I stop and watch it every time I come
there
across
you
it.
go.
Weren't they doing? Maybe we already missed it. The Back to the Future thing at Twin Pines Mall again.
Oh
was that last
no,
year?
they were going to, but so the
They got
demand
pushed.
the
Again,
demand
right?
got completely out of hand, and so they were gonna
They
try
shut it
and
down.
organize it better. And they're just
But there's been no update.
no
to it.
update.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's been about a year now since that. But yeah,
I always call that place Twin Pines Mall. I don't
yeah,
call it what's
I always
actually
called it that too. I don't nope. Point the Hills. What's that? Nope. Twin Pines, bitch.
Exactly.
So this next thing that I think that Rick's about to pull up, I have, this is what we should do. I haven't seen it, don't know anything about it.
I don't know
I'm just
anything
like,
about
ooh,
Well,
Mike's
I've heard
got a
about it.
newfound respect for Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
This is her new trailer for a movie. Let's
Okay.
fucking throw it on.
All right.
First off, I apologize for the audio because we don't have enough headphones for everybody, so the audio might be a little bad. If it is,
Ew.
I'll download the trailer and fix it in
Okay,
post.
that's fine.
So, anyone watching live?
Rick, can you do me a favor and look to the right of your screen right now?
I saw it. I'm trying to avoid it.
Okay. There's this really creepy shot of Pennywise.
There we go. That's better. Let me jump into movie mode.
Movie mode.
Oh, this is Diablo Cody too.
Oh shit!
Been there. Been there.
The boobs?
No, the phone on
I
the
know,
leg.
it's exactly funny.
Hey, frozen pizza, awesome.
Hello. I'm Telly. I'm here to take care of you.
It's Mary Poppins? Cool.
Yeah. So that really was a teaser. Oh, look, there it is right there.
Go away.
So anyways, yeah, I just
Okay, cool.
knew nothing of it. I just thought, hey, let's see if we can keep Micah on the throne train.
Well, I still haven't seen Atomic Blonde, and I know that's going to keep me there.
Yeah.
So.
Just stay here and we'll watch it right now. Because I haven't watched it since I saw it in theaters.
That looks interesting.
It looks really good. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
usually
seeing-
on and off with Diablo Cody.
Uh-huh.
Like Juno was alright.
It's so funny, like having not known you, I would have thought Juno would have been like your shit. Like
No.
doesn't that to me? I don't know if you've seen Juno, but Juno to
Yeah.
me screams Rick movie to me.
It does, but sometimes when you watch it and you're like, like
I think I enjoyed it when I saw it, and I think I saw it after.
It's
all
not
the-
terrible. It's
Yeah,
just,
it's fine.
I don't like it.
I just
I don't like it.
like I don't think I wanted to
I don't
damn
like
it to
it.
hell. I just thought it was like it was alright.
I don't want to.
It's just not me.
Yeah.
But like I love United States of Terror. I thought that was a great
Yes,
show.
it's so good.
I really liked Young Adult. Young Adult was really good.
Which one was that?
With Patton Oswalt and Charlize Theron.
I was gonna say she's in that too, right?
okay, okay. Yeah, I never got around to seeing that one either. I think I still didn't like Charlize Theron with that one.
But I'm excited for it because I'm curious.
I want to see
and
more.
like-
I don't know that I'm excited yet.
I'm intrigued for sure.
Yeah.
Interested, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
It should-
Definitely
is the
looks
word.
like a fucking Sherry Bobbins.
It looks something like that. Yeah.
You've seen
I'm
that
kinda-
episode
I
of
kinda-
Simpsons? Their Mary Poppins episode?
No.
But her name was Sherry Bobbins?
No.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious that I have a feeling like
I was just laughing so I could feel a part of the conversation.
I don't know if it's just me, but I have a feeling that the Tully is going to be like something in her imagination. Like she's not really there.
All Fight Club and shit?
Something like that.
Drop dead
Like
Fred.
like a guardian
I don't know.
angel.
Yeah, like
So
some kind
I'm
of
here
like
to
guardian
take care
angel.
of you.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be something like that.
Yeah.
But
Because at
that's
first
just-
it's
that's
kind of
my
positioned
opinion.
at first as if like I thought she'd be like, I'm your daughter, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
I thought that's what she was
Yeah.
going to say too. Yeah.
It's like I'm here to take care of you. So.
Or like a long lost sister or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested.
I'm very proud of myself. I crammed a Drop Dead Fred reference into this episode.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I saw that
I
movie.
just did right now.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Me too. Oh, Phoebe Cates.
Was that it?
Nope. There's one more thing
There's one more
on the
thing.
front. So it's a trailer
right.
from Stars called The Counterpart, which I actually already saw this trailer. I've heard this
Well,
show.
and I don't want to fucking watch it.
Okay, sorry. I've heard this show. I just discovered this like a few days ago, and I'm like, this show's getting a lot of hype from people who've already seen a few episodes of it, like review people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that looks really cool. And then I know Rick likes J.K. Simmons, and he's in it.
Yeah.
And so just play the clip.
All right, here we go.
I have come to this building every day and done my job. 3 decades I've given to this office. But honestly, sometimes it scares me. I don't know what we do here. Have I done something wrong?
Someone's walked in from the other side.
The other side,
Whatever you do, don't panic.
Hi, Howard.
Billy, do you have any idea how lucky you are? No one gets to meet their other.
Other?
30 years ago, during the Cold War, there was an experiment. Something went wrong. They opened up a passage. When you go through this door, you come out the other side, you're in another world, identical to ours.
There was one reality, and then it duplicated. We share genetics, childhood. I want to know how you became so different. kill order came out from my side, targeting people on your side. Handle is Baldwin. She's a contract assassin. Your wife may be her next target.
We're caught in the middle of something whether we want to be or not.
We should just build a wall and never come back.
They hate your side for what you've done to ours.
You don't know these people like I do. They don't tolerate mistakes.
The last thing you want is me with nothing left to say.
That looks pretty cool.
Fuck, this is a show?
Yeah. Like,
Shit, I'm so in on
Yeah,
this.
I
dope.
knew, yeah. So I saw that. I'm like, man, like I heard about the trailer. I'm like, what is the show, The Counterpart? And it's on Star. I'm like, I like what Stars is doing lately, and it's getting a lot of hype. I'm like, I'm gonna check this out. And I'm like, guys, we gotta watch it on the show. So I knew
Yeah.
you, and I figured, yeah, this guy. I just had a feeling. So
Yeah, fucking.
The
Looks
Counterpart, yeah, January. I think that said the 21st. I think that's a week from this Sunday.
Fucking
Yeah.
Quantum Leap meets Looper.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that guy, man. Like, he's a terrific actor, and like I started like knowing about him when I watched The Closer on, I think it was TNT.
TNT, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he is just fantastic in that show, you know. And then, you know, obviously J. Jonah Jameson, which is, there's no other J. Jonah Jameson in my opinion.
No, he was perfect.
So like I always knew like this dude was like gonna get there,
That's awesome,
So-
man.
Yeah.
unless he was already there, and this is just me for, you know, finally discovering someone.
Right.
I don't know, because I don't know his past acting stuff other than
The Closer.
you know, The Closer and Spider-Man. But I'm so in for this. This looks really good. It almost kind of also reminds me of just because like how they talk about it's like a alternate parallel universe or parallel world. That movie that no, I don't think I did see it with you. Another World.
Yeah. Is it Another World or Another Earth?
Another Earth.
I had a
Where
feeling
it's
you were
gonna be
draw
kind
that
of similar
comparison.
to that.
I never saw that.
So let's
Watch
mark
it,
it.
it's good.
Let's mark it down. It's January 13th. Rick is fucking pumped. He's
I'm really
in.
pumped for this.
So a few months down the road, let's see if he's watched even an episode.
I know. So
You have no
I only
excuse.
watched an episode. But yeah, I'm excited, man.
It's on Stars. They have an app. It's castable. You have no excuse.
I
You can
don't
log
have
in with
any
my
excuse.
shit. We
Yeah.
don't do that. Sorry, Stars. We don't do that.
Anything? Kind of talking about TVs right now. Anything from 2017, brand new shows that kind of
Or just anything in general.
anything in general.
I was like,
that
the way
kind
I
of
was gonna
popped-
go with it was like, is there anything like movie/video game, anything
2017.
that's not the stuff we talk about that really?
Kinda
That's
hard.
the way I was gonna take it.
Um,
But yeah, is there anything you're into that like was a shock or surprise or something you got super into and didn't think you would?
nothing like that. I was mostly just going to say TV shows,
Mhm.
just because. Even when I wrote that in the notes, I couldn't
Yeah.
think of something
Uh huh.
for some reason other than like, well, we talk about all this shit.
Yeah.
Like my Google Home, you know, I really love
Yeah.
I like the Google Home a lot more than I thought it would.
Google Music's been killing it with those fucking playlists, man.
And Google Music has like I was telling Mike when I picked him up, like when I tell it to play 90s music, it plays like actual good 90s music that I love from what I remember.
Yeah, not just stuff you hear on the radio. There's some of
Yeah.
that in there, but like
Yeah.
every
Like
time I
some
get in the
rare
car,
Radiohead
I was like, oh
or
shit, there was some Letters to Cleo. That
Letters
wasn't
to
ever on the
Cleo,
radio.
yeah. I got some Rancid too
Yeah.
on the way here that you don't hear on the radio.
Right.
But yeah, I was actually just gonna bring it to TV to see if there was any show from new show from 2017 that kind of like, wow, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would, or something like that. Because like for me, like Runaways was
Mhm.
a show that I knew I was gonna like, but I didn't think I was gonna love it. Like as much as I
you
did.
seem super deep in on that.
Like yeah, and like I think I was boxing Bryce about like my favorite Marvel shows, and he kept telling me watch Punisher, which I've watched the 2 episodes, and
So
just 2.
that's it.
That was yesterday,
Okay.
or the day
That's
before
funny.
yesterday.
What does that mean? You're
I'm
already-
on
you're
it.
out?
I'm on it. I'm watching
Okay.
it. No, I'm watching it. But Runaways is just like it's up there as my favorite Marvel show next to like Jessica Jones. Because you have Brian K. Vaughan show running it, so like he's the one who co-created it, and
what else? What is he? Why the Last?
Why the Last Man?
Okay.
And
What was that TV show that he was attached to about the bubble? That he did?
Oh, the Dome.
Was it called the
Something
Dome?
like that?
Yeah.
Oh, was he attached to the Dome?
Yeah, he.
I think.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
Okay, I watched that for a season and then it.
Yeah.
Apparently, everybody else felt the same way.
I watched it for a few episodes and I couldn't get it.
I watched it longer than you did.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
What does that mean?
He doesn't watch anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch anything.
He starts on a shitload of things.
But yeah, Runaways is something that I'm gonna have to recommend. I'm gonna have to push because it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Very cool.
And they're pulling things off in there that I didn't think they would. And that surprised me.
Yeah.
Like we actually got the fucking dinosaur. Which I guess is not too much of a surprise. But they're using enough CG, visual effects and enough puppets.
Right. Okay.
Or not puppets, but like animatronics.
Yeah.
So like when she's petting the dinosaur or whatever, like it's an actual like say
Animatronic,
Jurassic Park.
It's a
type
real
of animal.
dinosaur.
It's
Petting a real dinosaur, Bryce.
They managed to find a real dinosaur.
Yeah. They're pulling out some things that I was quite surprised about. Like, dinosaurs still exist and are actors.
But yeah.
They're trainable animals?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Chris Pratt trained them.
What about you, Bryce? Anything?
See, it's
not
funny.
a favorite.
It's not. No, I know it's not list up, but it's so. Whenever I'm put on the spot with these things, like I saw, like I'm gonna think of 3 of them when we're done recording.
Right.
But he said TV, I guess, and I could name something off, and it is 2017, and you'll back me on this, I think. But Riverdale.
Yeah.
Riverdale started in like May, and then season 2 is happening now. But Riverdale, which is on the CW, I really like a lot.
I've been hearing nothing but cool things about that, and then I finally saw like a trailer for the season or whatever, and I was like, God damn, do we really have to fucking Twilight everything? Because that's just the aesthetic. That's the vibe that it looks like. And I'm sure.
I can't say.
I'm sure it's not that at all. But like that's the vibe I got when I watched the trailer. I was like, you're going for a very specific audience, man. And like it's just that's not me.
I don't think it's Twilight audience. I like that it's dark. I like season 2. Season 2 is a lot darker. And I've never been into the Archie stuff. Can't say I read or knew anything of it.
I fucking love the cartoon.
But yeah, the show's really good. I mean, it's a little it's a little hokey at times. I mean, it's on.
You guys also know how I feel about the fucking dark and gritty-ification of everything. So.
Yeah.
I think this is done in a good way though, because like this is a show that started off that I thought like, oh god, this is gonna be it. Like I liked it from the beginning, but I'm like, it's gonna have a lot of hokiness to it, and it still does. But then I'm surprised at how. It's the same thing that I had, this has been on the show before, when I somehow got wrapped into watching Gossip Girl. And so I started really liking Gossip Girl, and Gossip Girl became a show where I'm like, man, like this show pulls off a lot for being on CW. Like, I mean, I feel like some of this, I'm like, this show almost could just go on to HBO or something, and then they can go even further with sex scenes or violence or whatever the fuck they want to do. So the same thing with Riverdale. I'm like, man, this show is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. And I don't know, I enjoy it. It's just kind of like this fun show that I like watching, which has us excited for another show, Rick and I, that we're excited about. They're doing a new Sabrina for Netflix.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be dark also, and on Netflix, and it's going to be almost kind of like, there's going to be exorcisms and like Rosemary's, like a lot of tones.
It almost sounds like Buffy-like in the sense of.
So I'm pumped for that.
I should say more Angel, because like Angel is a lot darker than Buffy.
Yeah. So I guess this really fits into stuff that I was surprised by, because this is stuff that I don't know what it was. From the moment I heard about Riverdale and I saw this article and I heard about them talking about maybe there being like a dark Sabrina and blah blah blah, I was like, wow, like I'm kind of into this. I want to check this out. I don't know why, but I do. And so I like Riverdale, and I'm really excited for that Netflix show.
I'm glad you like it.
I am too.
I'm glad you guys are into it. I don't know if I could even give it a chance.
Not even Riverdale.
I've been thinking about jumping in on that and checking it out. Yeah.
Let's get a damn trailer for Sabrina first.
That's true.
I don't like any of the things you said.
What?
like.
Well, I use the word dark. I mean, don't take it so literally. Like it's just, I don't know. Well, I'm into that, so like I'm into things like possession and paranormal.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
fine.
That.
That's fine.
Well, it sounds like that show's gonna have that sort of tone.
Well, yeah, I'll wait till we see something more about it other than just like.
Oh, Cheesy's here.
Welcome to the show, Cheesy. You made it. Unfortunately, I think
we're about over, dude.
We're about done, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so
your push notifications didn't go through.
Oh,
that's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, because mine showed up on my phone.
Yeah.
Yours?
Yeah, it came through.
He linked us to something.
What did you link us to?
So, all right. There's two things. One, I talk about quite often on the show, so I'm just going to talk about it very briefly.
Oh, it's a sad emoji.
Oh. Revive Skateboards put out their second full-length skate video this year called Take Over the World, and my favorite video part in it is by Sam Tabor.
I watched that. We watched it together.
Yeah, it's super fun and different, and like the dude, he's so good at like weird, awkward stuff that shouldn't look good on a skateboard, but he somehow makes it look good. Mm-hmm. But I would suggest buying it because it's only $10 if you want a digital version of it, and watch his part because I watch it constantly. It's super awesome.
Cool.
And then the other thing I want to talk about is there's this book series. Apparently, it's really popular, and I just started reading it. It's called Harry Potter.
I almost spit out my water on that.
I've seen the first two movies, and that's all I ever knew of the Harry Potter world or IP or anything like that. But my son is 7 years old, and part of his homework is we have to read it to him for 30 minutes a night. And I talked about this here where we went through all three Indian in the Cupboard books already this school year, and he really liked it. And the thing he kept latching onto was they talk about how the cupboard and the key is magic, and he kept like magic is what he kept like latching onto. And I was like, is there any other books that like for kids that I could read?
Ooh, I have one.
And my wife Alexa, she goes, why don't you have the Harry Potter collection because you were gonna try and get into it with Michaela? Why don't you just read Sorcerer's Stone? That doesn't get crazy or violent until way later in the franchise. So like you could read Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets and he'd be okay with that. And I'm like, all right. So we started reading those books, and we're like maybe not even halfway through the first book. We're like on chapter 12. But I'm genuinely enjoying reading these fucking books.
Cool.
And I am going to continue reading this even if we get to a point where it gets a little too mature or dark for his age. I will continue reading this series because we're reading a chapter a night, and I'm really, really enjoying the Sorcerer's Stone so far.
That's cool that you're doing it, especially with something you haven't read before.
Yeah.
But can I offer a recommendation when you're done with that?
Sure.
Will you please, for me, at some point, have your son...
Listen, Bryce, I'm not reading Everybody Poops or Once Upon a Potty, okay?
No,
I know those books did wonders for you.
It did. It really did.
Okay.
But at some point, please have your son put on a Fred Savage mask, put him in bed, and I want you to pretend to be his grandpa. I know you're his dad.
Yeah. Read Princess
and
Bride.
Please read him The Princess Bride.
Okay.
Just like the movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that's just like, just when you said what you're doing, I'm like, oh my, that's prime. Like,
yeah.
Just the scenario in my head.
Yeah.
When you said after reading my son 30 minutes a night, for some reason I'm picturing you with glasses. I was like, oh, please. But Princess Bride, I think, would be a good choice too when you're done.
But yeah, man, Harry Potter has been something that I've always not made fun of, but kind of joked about just in passing because, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a nerd, but you're like a way bigger nerd than me because you like Harry Potter. Kind of shit, you know?
I thought you were
just joking.
At first, I zoned out, like, you're talking to me? I'm like, I don't fucking read Harry Potter.
But yeah, man, like, that first chapter of Sorcerer's Stone is like one of the best first chapters I've ever read in a book. It sets up a world so well without really giving you much. Just learning who Harry Potter is. Like, it's pretty rad.
That's cool, man. I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't know if I could recommend this or not. Because I don't think it's that crazy.
Well, then,
what is it?
It's and I think I mentioned it to you. Mouse Guard.
No, you haven't.
No. It's like it's a kind of like a comic book story type of deal. Like, these mouse are basically like guardians of their like town or whatever, and they like actually fight like actual cats and and like lizards and like it's really cool. Like, and I think it's age appropriate.
Very cool. Okay. Mouse
But I would check it out. Yeah. Is Mike still dying in Destiny? We actually haven't played Destiny in a while.
Hey, cheesy. Fuck you. You only get shit done by going, Bryce. How do you get shit done? You fucking lace them up and go, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's how you get shit done.
It's definitely good to see you in the chat.
Yeah, for sure.
I love you too, Mike. Unfortunately, that's actually the end of our show.
Yeah.
Sorry you guys aren't getting the notifications. I don't know why
that's
that's not happening. If you have it in the app, I don't know, might want to check the app, maybe. I'm not sure. But that'll do it for this week. Bryce, take us away.
All right. So,
I thought you were pulling up a note to read.
no, I actually
let me see.
No. I wanted to see if I got a notification. Cause
Did you get a notification?
if I did, I might have already cleared it.
Yeah.
'Cause, I got notified.
Remember, I made the joke about
Twitch chat.
SSWL Network just went live. I got the email.
Okay,
and the
so
app
you did.
notification.
I don't know.
I got
I
it.
might have cleared it. Anyways, so for those of us that are watching, for those of you that are watching us live right now on Twitch, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
For anyone that isn't watching us on Twitch, then thank you for listening. As you probably already know, we put the show up every Tuesday, audio on our website, someshitwelike.com. And then if you missed us live, you can still watch us on YouTube because we'll throw up clips on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, sometimes with 2, and then the whole motherfucking video on Friday. So we appreciate you, and thank you for watching and listening or watching video
or
on
listening.
demand on YouTube or whatever.
Exactly.
So
Until
leave
next
it-
time.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, leave us some comments. Do whatever you want to do.
Feedback,
Yeah.
except cheesy. No.
I mean, there was one week where Rick and I we both got called something. Or Rick and I were dumbasses or something.
or
That's
something.
fine. Call me a dumbass.
We'll take it.
I'm good with it.
Until next time.
That was some shit we like.